We are settled. So we are no matter area siam. Both same your bomb in the material. Na me adom material ni nyina. Amam for ada Roma. To the America na de me car. From ade ebreme. So what I say? Me bibia America. Di ba kro di me ho.
Obi a
wo America na de me car because na misika wo hari wo waje. Sai hari both same bomb waje ni nyina na.
Obi a odo ka bia mfamra. An America de no kwa na wo dan.
Obi minim obi a ode me car. But minim America de. So waje o de de. The baby be anya wasem.
Jama. Right. Another victory for GFA as Confessor's case struck out.
As anything.
Sir, Confessor ene na omuko court omni FA no. Obeka ya injunction on the elections no.
Yeah.
Na yako ya ajoni yako ni ajoni ntene na afi omuko tenase na judge na twa case nim.
Trimna injunction as anything.
Sir na Confessor for say oma file say send ye elections no and say ye ne sa
and there was go tie
enti on pese ke ye na yi na ye nya ni asem no F4 no could ye aguso omo ye election no processes na akopin so makoto abai enti se na be yanka F4 no be jai elections no ye atwa me ye di asem na wie no eno na Confessor akọ place injunction election processes no any election itself no
okay
so. But you see elections they are wie enti injunction no ase ho asem no enhyada enhia bi asa bia bi enti injunction ya mutu
okay that it
enti judge na wo twem taba na ya to wie no then na wo injunction dey I don't know person will stop no ya wie but case no main case in there wo
main case
with regards to the say abato no kwa ya fa so a ya hihye de ato aba no
na ba ya to wie dey wo ko hihye de bi say because me hear was my okay o say ya to aba wie injunction case struck out baba na wo kire say de ento no ya to wie na de case bi
oh say Confessor are raising issues with the legitimacy of the elections
and the elections are over so legitimacy baby
the process is no affecting its legitimacy
anyway but mentia say wo form but oh me fa dey wo kan
wo ntia say wo form say asem say
me fa dey wo kan
say no nyesha na nyeza
say wo ntia say for say
mentia say na simple
mentia say
ntina me ka say say case be na judge court ni go
case na etu
you see, I think so the first case is as good or bad as the second one.
As the injunction.
Maybe. Case na Confessor Adekoya ni say. Abana omo koto no. E was a keko in a certain direction. Was a come to frase.
To a certain manner, yes.
Na ena GF asise so mbeto free swaba for. And therefore omo be say court na injunct election. Say the bear they cannot go ahead with Oma de no
na ye di asem ni wie
na say ma for ya say wo de ma me nyasa o nti mu be ba me
okay impact of Matias
me tire me di
na wo nche mu na different from me de no
different ena o kasem no wo say injunction na nya adwuma biem because oma koto aba na wie
I dey no person
na ne si akoto aba na wie a ekwana na Confessor person omo to aba na eno so yakoto awie no edi asem bi ne court ne koka
se kwan eba no nhihye kwan mo fa so to ye no se sa kwan na esese ye fa so to
na the court ne ka se de ne be si se nto mo nya den se o man to no se de Confessor
nti e beti ma ka se abato na etu ni nyina no ya nullify no
ene se ba sa de a ene injunction no so anamu kan me se ne bum.
So what happened to say obi based on the lawyer secretary when they serve you at least you hold on say now no crown Confessor for no file for contempt
I'm telling you I say court
and you know what happens to those man say almost didn't respect the court omko ahead echo election so what happened to all those things you know because you know these are areas that I think say he said court and say like obibiansi na ehun se obibiansi na obian to aso ana
na me just say mo to ma be mo nyo ma de o de court o ne una for court for o ma to ma ko to de o mo nyo ma de
se ban de o ma to wi
they say de bi mo
enti se asem o court am yen kan
mo mbore ah
tama
si e bon boni na ehwe bi na etie bi ana
ni e jare sa na e kosa
na e se wu ja no wa nya no o mo se court case mo ntie
tama
court case o mo so de and o mo kwa
tama are you not
concerned?
Are you not worried about the kind of impunity
I'm not worried about
in our legal system no the way I koso no
me ntime describe your legal system no sa me de mini akukudura ye de kansem na wo ka no but the Americans the GF for no say almost all lawyers na
akito ba ku bia banti
ozo say
sisi awo de o kan wanti
ozo say
oh the yanso pesca we pesca
za ku dori de mismi ni bi
yanso ga de ko bi ka so bi prawa no wadwan ko fie so at uno bi ka so ya me kun ko fie o di achinyi
no ku
ni okun ha wa we wo amba so ni so anga sana za kidoka
tama seriously
you see them ranu bi so ayenti asenti ye kan ni aye careful when I say ni bi o wa ntina me ka say ka me menya na me very aggressive ye move to another issue ni en ke asem
yo waka ti no
GF foi obeka ya court sem anyone when be nya no so mo de o be your election obibia nsi obia ntimi nya o mo hwe ampa o ma go akoto o mamba hwe nsi obia ntimi nya o mo hwe enti se ya yesa betra no pe ya wo sama ntimi de menya de a ke kwa asem foforo so
me kwa foforo so
no mo nto aso nya o maduma
emusem bi wo ha ende be man kofo atibi wada roma
emusem o maduma ne enka de ye so ye ka
emusem bi wo ha
ye be ye so
ye be man kofo atibi enti no you are too negative. Stop the negativity. You are the reason why House of Folk are not getting sponsors. Togbe tells Elvis Herman.
I know address Elvis.
Supporters, no one the door man.
Oh. I said they okay misleading.
If no, how misleading is it? This can't be misleading. No. Elvis Herman is the chairman of the National Chapters Committee.
You mislead your listeners.
Oh.
So Toby addressing the supporters. Now Gacha said he was addressing Herman. I think it's misleading. In my opinion. No, it's misleading. In my humble opinion. Toby or addressing supporters now.
Through their leader, Elvis Herman.
How boy Elvis Diana?
No. He was talking to the supporters. The supporters
if he's addressing the supporters. Say our supporters be omo negative. And this all can next one Elvis. Elvis okay, me negative. You assume he is. What about supporters now? Omo de negative.
Elvis Jaya obi abejai.
So what are you insinuating?
Come on, Jaya obi abejai.
Who has supporters are? Oma some more can cry no danger. Elvis cried the no. So he was addressing the supporters.
Let's set this across straight. Not all her supporters are NCC members.
No, it's a fact. Elvis has Herman and leading for a demonstration. Well, leading for a different.
But you were not talking about demonstration.
Negative demonstration was negative.
Assuming that demonstration negative. Only one of them. They are supporters.
Supporters hold a whole board members hostage for 4 hours. And
he did not refer to
that. Was negative.
He did not refer to
that. Not one of these guys was that
if he did not refer to that. Are you what's the to our question I answer? Are we not addressing what Toby said? Toby said that and to quote him, one of our biggest challenges of our class is making sure the fans keep support because sometimes the negativity also hurts us.
Yes.
So maybe He was talking about negativity by the supporters.
Which is led by Elvis, who on him for board members.
That is not. Let's all make up. When I'm saying that, Togbe and commit my address Elvis. But he was talking about the supporters. That's you can send some mass sponsors. If your comment on radio, Keke, what do you say about the club? So let's not limit it to because the man all can on slow.
He said this.
Was it support? Was it fan? Was it Elvis?
So what now? When I am just a quote from my own but so me like for example, I listen to
Elvis.
One of the biggest challenges we have at Grassroots is making sure the fans keep supporting because sometimes the negativity also hurts our ability to raise sponsorship and etc. So please, all due respect, let's understand that football administration, coaching, none of them is an exact science. It's not one plan.
Okay, so he was very clear. Very, very clear. Very, very clear.
One of the biggest challenges we have at Grassroots is making sure the fans keep supporting.
Okay, so the fans.
Asabre want to ask a question. Say
the fans.
Cincinnati ne Hoffenheim. Omu deal no. Omu make sure omu the coach about. They should bring in coach Papa, not what they have now. Me coach Asabre. They should bring in coach Papa, not what they have now. And in answering the question, no. And Odu Wenyaba Musanti, negativity starts from Asabre. He thinks that what Asabre said there was negative. Because to say bring in coach Papa, not what you have, the Bonina we have now. And to all answer no. And Odu Wenyaba. Oh, Menka, I didn't say that. Menkasa. I didn't say that.
Listen to him, please.
In answering Asabre,
no, if you listen, you follow the discussion.
In answering Marshal Asabre,
as one for baby out there now.
And I know actually say at least they should stop the negativity because I think that somewhere Asabre can a part of the reason why they are struggling because you can't come in at the AGM. Or because bringing coach Papa, not this coach because he or mention Cincinnati and mention Hoffenheim. So imagine say at that time now Hoffenheim for no part of the year the AGM say catch Hoffenheim for influence they should bring in coach Papa. Not we more. I don't answer or do way now. So this got nothing to do with this got nothing to do with Elvis and tell him about Elvis. He's the leader of the supporters.
But he did not talk
he
about
cannot be detached from this
he
comment.
Never spoke about Elvis. He doesn't control the voices of all supporters.
No, but he leads them.
Elvis, not a chess
and he has led them into demonstrations.
No, you have
led them into
you see, you have cited one example since morning. Me just say there has been a demonstration, yes. But Togo never referred to only the demonstration. Or see, assuming say Elvis Kahumpona, he spoke generally about the supporters. Monsema Mokano. Money ye no my support. How do you limit this to Elvis?
Because
boy Elvis and pay a casem.
Tama on the down man, and I'm surprised anybody want to detach Elvis from this.
Why are you saying that millions of supporters now has one? Elvis no control what they say. He's saying that Monsem no money ye. And Elvis on the control what our supporters will say. No. Yet our supporters. Yeah, beautiful Amunka Master. Elvis never told me Amunka. He's referring to all of them. Say, Monsem no money ye no nem ye sponsorship. How do we limit this to Elvis?
Another example.
Is it not
strange? What can I say? I like
anybody to do this.
A supporter. Any exchanges, altercations, our social media platforms. So Elvis issue statement on it. He cannot be distanced from this. No way.
Now who says
and there no circumstance whatsoever Elvis can be distanced from this. No way.
Stop the drama.
Oh, damn, which one is drama?
Who is talking about Elvis?
Me say, I like that can be.
Nobody has said that.
Statement on it.
Nobody here has said that Elvis is not part of the support. What we are saying is that Togo was addressing his supporters. Don't limit it to Elvis.
Led by Elvis.
Led by Elvis. So is he not the supporters?
If
Elvis is leading people, so he's leading. So it's Elvis or one of them. What about the others? And so you don't control the thoughts and the actions and inactions of people. So you are one person. As if that society be a leader and a young co. Obi has supported your own opinion. about Tobe.
Agreed.
So why are we limiting it to Elvis?
At least
the
leading them into demonstrations and all that.
Or say fans. He referred to fans. Was Elvis? Any Elvis same year. Only Elvis was Savannah.
Oh, Tama.
No, but you don't do that.
No,
but
Tama, say where understand.
It's a question I ask you.
Oh, that be but this
Now
question is not
between you saying say only Elvis. Now me was asked on which one is dangerous. Oh, can say Elvis no. Oh, the only
because at least
you are calling for fairness.
Mama, 3 different examples.
What examples?
Mama, 1. Mr. Elvis led them into demonstration. He led them into hosting. I like the community of Obinya personal interactions. Elvis should see statement on it.
He was acting as a leader.
Thank you very much.
And I'm saying that he doesn't control the thoughts and the minds of the supporters. Has the whole supporter Bakuya or Najuna about Tobe, they have their liberty to comment. They are liberty to write. A bit on Facebook, a bit calling radio stations. They are individuals. So don't refer to Elvis alone. He's referring to all supporters. He said fans. I don't say auntie. So why do you make it Elvis and
me man a background of how this comment
indeed was referring to Joke. Asabri are not responding to.
Me man let me tell you
Elvis
how this comment came in.
Elvis on a chance.
That statement was a general one.
So he was referring to the supporters.
Led by Elvis.
Say, Asabri no busa a question na to go respond here. No cry general. And no, who say general. Now they also fancy the new general Elvis. Don't do that. You are not like that. Yes, I'm out here.
My position still remains same.
Oh, Obia's position remains same. The Togo was addressing the supporters. And every supporter, our son take the orca. Obia will not join. And Elvis.
Supporters in some leadership.
And Elvis. And Elvis on a trauma as a monka. Utu asama okay, Obi na seka. And to be very fair say Harry. No one about how come as him. Elvis and Harry, man in Lani baby.
Inhuman decision against the people of Adansi and Obuasi by the Human Rights Court.
Asano, this is Asano. This is Asano.
Tama.
We should 30 minutes. We are not here. Yet you.
As sports journalist cries out after Ash Gold verdict. Injustice is the sobriquet in Ghana, where good is bad and bad is good.
But so all communicate here and say, oh no, obine, oh, we see 2 hours na Ghana. Sa word no. Say the minimum na. Sobriquet.
Sobriquet.
Say me the minimum na.
Me would minimum.
Say the minimum na. Minimum o say repeat me away, but me who are the fix it. Me ntia say o sa word na say alias. As a debia, you did replace BB. And me nim say no na wo kan na another one. It repeat to her and me what we refer to our phone. Sobriquet.
Tama, o say when you pronounce it.
Repeat me away.
Sobriquet. O say I think yes an born. Ubadi me ka say yes an born na. Umo ne say na born no. Me person me who say na pronounce me
say no dia.
Tama no a.
Alias and nickname. Oh. Is it spelled Sobriquet? Sobriquet.
Sobriquet.
It means alias. It's a French word. Alias, nickname. And also known as. Oh, say word good.
And that's when we are.
Oh, a person's nickname. What's all? Timinim say no na o kadia. And I repeat where in here when you enter.
Or see, injustice is the sobriquet. We say a kind of sobriquet.
Sobriquet.
Injustice is the sobriquet in Ghana, where good is bad and bad is good.
And it just a Ghana, the obodi and is injustice. To wait my friend Ghana cry injustice crew.
Na time dey go see.
Didn't me say. And them say yeah no one no. What? Solo yeah bra. Where we young go? Okay. Zach. Yen trust this is ja. Sobriquet.
Oh, tama.
But don't mean to Zach. I say where the na go fast.
O ma we say no cry to some.
Sir.
The justice system no hey Ghana
then no pa mami ko to asem kan ye mi so to e mama say
ubo din di kan no aka asem
yes captain say na make say I make me go to e mama pa say the whole you no pa police dey what be you man what ko ni
ya na eka say ya
what ko ni mu pa na who done from there and some way
ya na eka say
yes my comedy and some way look at the judgment we so to look at the judgment we so to any fair me am afraid of
judgment mu dey
what's my make different for what some now can earlier on say
judgment mu dey
but I stand to go to some my fans say my me contract be kai who say now can say because of ku a ko pa chawo
okay we am there dey boat
me no look at yes opani bi o ka say we try some 6 months ago ana opani no ana o ka say we try say Ghana ha na ye wo no matter say dey ko no say so obi see obi bibia pa chawo na ko
you are free to do whatever you want.
say so mo say wo sika Ghana say sika ni
asama mo kan e ha adwuno
some ko so
No ma. Now pesca no you are free to go.
The president is a lawyer. Have a attorney general in Ghana and they're sitting there and allow this to go on. And nobody's talking. Ghana is going somewhere that I am here, man. The same one you know.
Where you dey exactly to
asema kan na wu dwane mo the whole you
where you
me so tuo
Ghana be say ansa na temu da ba
go
e mo kan
no Ghana na what go so na kitu ana wo say because of ku yo
na say na Canada for your announcement say the year 2023 omo here immigrants 2.5 million in the process of announcement na no more country we send the okra passport then ya so beje be sabe rem and na me kan bi say
Ghana ni bi dom
from January to see October Ghana for mako Canada over 25,000 okay UK to the health workers near there equal 50,000 we dey name you these two countries ma 75,000 Germany my US my ti asemi you
say ye no
into the fan say Canada for say afi bi omu 2.5 UK for say there be omu here health workers so tell say now the other countries ne be tare ho in the next 40 years Ghana e be ka say
you na be ko
na ma wonyo ma na be ko e di me ka jo say maybe they who say Ghana be say ansa na temu da ba ya hwe ya no ya hwe e be do stage bi no e be do time Nyankopon be ba obebu aten no onye obi emu na ten wo Ghana oba be hwe Ghana for Canada
obebu aten
UK US Australia New Zealand Germany no what I'm trying to say
o se plane
Ghana ba
oko ya odu kotokawa plane e ko bi adini e bed ni pa ba o
so omo ba no
da no go man ka
omo ba no bizo omo ba no
on be fa you
ma no be di holiday 2-3 days be 1 week be 2 weeks
ba se da nyam be ba na holiday for na
say kwa de wo say wo so bi ba unu obi tena plane na wo so ba no okra the book e bi okra the UK book okra the Canadian book and obese na busu afo na akoko
ba obese aba bi un se da bi go me who se confirm say mo se play ba empty no
adana ben ni be bom ni hia na be bom na ni baburo ni Ghana no
aboche ko de no na me ka
say aside
a positive say Ghana for be tu kwan akoba bi akobo bra na se de om di sika kakra ba om koyi na no check say na to so two remittances sengo for this sika fra broche be boy no ti de menya na nko bi akọ na yen aka no
say om so atase om aboche so atase hu say
de ba
1000 busumi bia no e create problem
de
say wa o de 1000 ya be fa ko bi
e no a so kwa yo de
that
yeah I nya boche monitor the Akasvik AGM no
ana na ye twen
na me pese omo bie we yi no ma AGM you know omo account na omo do copy 30 ma me na ye SRBCC a ho
accountant
general obetanka oye wi ana
ba for sem na ka me interest
that's ya can we
there be
headline Zagito na start
cause the way we see attack everything no and I go to conflict ni wo bi enye conflict ni wo bi na negative
yeah
so
man say all demonstrations are negative
conflict ni war any demonstration be na negative sometimes e bo wa in
I think in headline to no anka e man point
so mama chama de
can headline na so headline
uno control
say you know
uno control
say na obeka say e ba cho oba ya beka Ghana asem na de aye no na nyo bi headline
manka visa say Ghana asem na make say Ghana make
na nyo bi headline
dabi anya headline
and headline
the buy
miss headline
and all those so was some
no
demonstration war conflict nyina na negative. Sometimes it will have a positive impact eba. Nti after you look at the bigger picture. Now me try say many pictures be. Dana House of supporters no demonstration. It was 2 years ago and 3 seasons ago.
3 seasons ago, yes.
Almost on placards ni be na ikura supporters. Almost we want AGM. Meboa. Nti Enra House here AGM no. Are you good for the club and I say bad for the club?
Very good.
Supporters na pushy. And a part of the requirement a company in here somewhere. When has a folk call like 8-9 years without league trophy, now supporters we have to change things. Yes, Sanyoma. It will do it through demonstration. That year, no more demonstration. No, yana has a folk edgy league. No, it you cannot term the demonstration. Say every single support, every single leading supporters. One we also say a negative. And a positive impact on the club. Odi ayeba say a board chairman to be say because of House of Folk supporters need be comments. Yes, it can be part a club need sponsorship. But I also think based on how the club is being run, companies will also struggle. Some don't have a bomb. Yet hey, Mama go part so don't know agent no manager. Yes, you agencies. Say we a radio station agencies for no we no music and modu meboa
modu pa mantem but modu
mantem ba about musi fie jedum meboa abaye. But before sana agency din advert ebeba radio stations ohianyo maybe you have esa ohianyo maybe ti okon away a ebia emfit to omo plans a they also not bring companies on
omo brand no
emma
support defective brand
say what them mention say
anything a Sancho bufu here no
yes it's na me that time na make say House of Folk should go to AGM House of Folk should go to AGM you to enwoma ni bia na me push for ne say we be announce to the whole world say e kwan say e na mpese me fa so run na me company House of Folk so ma flow 2 shares the moment abaka so flow 2 shares no under the company law e constitution is to afibia na so kobu company ho akonta enti se meme ye ebia striker company limited na bia House of Folk the omu proposal aba so mo sponsorship from my company. I'll look at how the company is being run. Say na company o man so beso mo ye no a company is here flow to shares omu nko AGM meti aga say there is no transparency in the club other than 5-6 years club ni ntimi nko AGM eti adeti na say me the company ko bo no. We can talk about supporters in the area, maybe on negatives, but I also feel say to get sponsors on board, no. On here to go after there, and then the board members need a big duty, a big role to play, and some companies don't have a bomb.
Okay. Arano, I know just a comment there, Zach. Young na Zaki to na dear firm, and there nya Adam for the same po.
Skinny.
Skinny OTA.
Yeah, okay.
The skin wadaru must be a na boy from the time being there.
Skin deputy. Oh, strong Milan supporter.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Strong Milan supporter.
For the non examples, not Milan in them. For the time there's Zach, your deputy here.
Or your lecturers who are Christian service.
Oh, Emmo, say obey Zach. The skin in your idea take us through.
But younger pay 30 na nya dey bi. Obi amo.
Pay 30 say adna so mame me do any document no ah.
Okay.
Mo hear me phone so mame.
And we say who follow me AGM na. If you pay 30 of their documents no. Ubenya that is where all their loans no is captured. Our house loans ni
to talk we can say Sikano bro 72 ni as at 2022.
Yes.
And that say bro 1 billion.
The cost of the Pokemon project
the cost of Pokemon is financed by GT Bank.
Asat.
No Sikasai.
No, Asat the year 2022. But the Pokemon intensified in the last year. And then no draw attention say about the account also.
But maybe say so far. But the fan say
me judge I'm
say you loan ɛna House of Focus company kwaje ya sika say no moje so what them say to finance the Pubiman project
and no there enwom sounds a year on on say
by say loan there what here
obi o man no one stretch but we kind of cost of the Pubiman project
every share on accounts now every year the amount they receive from the bank is there and to bet me all that every year for example
every year interest that so year we omukutua
and some and to share
finance cost
and to share for example bank loan
and 2021
bank at the additions 2021 our can 7 million 076,035
on Pubiman.
This is
can it 70 billion?
Yes, the amount they took in 2021.
And yes, 2021.
Yes, over 2022. The additions was 11,884,460
from bank
GT Bank
110 billion.
You understand? And these are but as today, yes,
based on calculation at the amount there 2020-2021 never say Pubiman sika akumunko ano 180 million
2022
Ghana cedis.
Yes, because
me o ma ka to nyesa on say ono no afi na why obey the presentation
we
also the ma skinny we say we onya on yi na me be so obey mu
so now only be the bank for the bank loan there because of a strategic investment in a omode guarantee. So when the time was due, house couldn't pay, and
transfer aba.
Yes, I think I've paid the money.
Okay. They say bank ni biom.
Any bank ni biom. Now, the money now has a strategic for the car.
Okay. Sanity.
As we see today. And the accounts are about previous no. Not bank can hear 5,523,657. But the auditors confirm say this amount has also been paid by to be captured in the 2023 audit events report on the bank. And as we see today, the strategic investment for the Togo company no have cleared all the debt
just in the bank biakabium.
And the bank biakabium.
Oh, okay.
Now cars didn't strategic for no. And Odomaka, which is a company owned by Togo.
My idea.
Now here is the problem. Now here is the problem. GT Bank, the loan from GT Bank.
No, you back of say analytics boss about
now until bank loan represents a loan agreement with GT Bank to fund the construction of Pubiman training complex. The bank loan has been secured with bonds amounting to 11 million. The amount by Strategic Investment Limited. The interest rate on the bank was 23%. And him can't know why ABA bar forward danger no coming here. Interest rate from GT Bank no 23%. So too. Now, if you go back top, corporate loans and idea different SAS for strategic for no. And no interest near 24%.
Huh? Yeah, 24%.
And the interest on corporate loans are higher than the interest on the bank now.
Not bank
23%.
Oh, just one. No, you card the 1% back on.
Oh,
I think say this 24 better than 23 no. Only the 24.
The risk other things in.
And they say GT Bank only any association with House of Folk. O the other nyoma na akọ no waji collateral no ama loan. Okay, when to me am for failure.
Collateral be any ho.
No, collateral.
Or the strategic negotiation.
Anti one collateral.
And I make say e different say.
How be collateral?
The house na ko ya, house na wo bi no mo de ko ya. So too. Time da so. So tell me chana see you. Time no duru na wantua and she wo ho. One we ani abefo japade. Okay, then Togo comes in with his company, SAS. Said the Bayer club no cause difficulties in mono. Me there, time a club ni benye ska no. No more to music mama. but the interest will move on.
Yeah.
So if you are 24 here,
so
no, you can't be 23. Now, it's not like it over the CA. It's over the CA. Maybe I will say, what time I was only 1,000 Ghana. Time I said 1,000 Ghana, no, but some swan from 1,000 Ghana, I buy 10% count. No alcohol hurry well. So many 1,000 Ghana now. With the time I've been, work chairman, they will make 20%.
Now, difference 1% but not 2. Difference 1% as my ekero enya limited to
na wana ga omgo jibosa
enya limited to hasana enya limited to all like loans no makotua amagiti no all loans are SAS strategic either amount because according to Togbe or this document strategic investment and around the day-to-day activity of our house of folk according to this document yes insuo omanum insuo omuto fuelo omuto player everything across of folk piano a loan from strategic and I'm running the day-to-day activities of the club. You understand? Okay, we know because the total debt. Total loan. So all these total loan. Which is now total loan 84,552,291.
As at 2022.
2022. Andra, to go confirm AGM was he convert all this into shares. And as man
they do right
yes,
issue.
As man can now know you anything. Oh, if anything cry.
Skinny.
Na also na
boss, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the boss. So I know. Now to go confirm say right issue no. He will convert all this into shares. He will convert. I was also talking to a top house of folk person. I know Kacha me say to go and kind of straightforward say he was direct. Listen, even he used financial words. Or say you convert all the debt into equity. Until you see financial. You understand? And what's in there?
Argue with him, Jacobo.
Me argue with him.
I don't know what on demand
because I posed the question to a House of Folk top man.
I disagree.
If you allow me to go and come,
why would I allow you? The person is making a submission. What's no Biaco or Sentesa?
Somebody contrary, a board member telling me something. I'm speaking. I'm speaking on authority on what I heard. I listened to. I'm not meeting now. Told me.
Oh, no, that's below belt.
No, sir.
Withdraw.
Because I chose to Saddam and I'm to Amba. I'm a professor to them. I'm not saying that the whole country. No. The maker, not to say that all can all boy. But I'm always saying, say, this is what a board member has also told me. And about for the every day, your voice in your boy. So if the voice is there, I give it more boy than say.
No,
the best or not,
the thing is not
the father don't know church is going to be cancer.
Or no, or any submission.
Okay, I should leave it.
It is a war interjection. Who make us say, as I'm okay, usually, who Casana would demand for voice. Usually.
But what do you demand for that voice?
The word is now. But
what demand for that voice? What's the standard bill? The standard
language is very powerful.
Don't forget that.
I say usually, okay, and just always.
Okay.
Tiana, we are very words. That's
what they are because we are big noisy. And Togo confirmed there, say they are going to raise almost 160 million.
That also teaser or cassette.
Yes.
Or be converting idea.
Yes. Me even you say we are make a coach voice no. Maybe
or demand it tomorrow. The
construction of the project at Pobiman, in addition to the huge operational cost of running the club, have had a negative impact on the club's finances. The traditional source of revenue to the club, that's great proceeds, has been very negligible compared to the huge running cost. Other revenue sources, including sponsorships, have not been as good as expected, and above factors have worsened the club's reliance on SAS for survival. Against this backdrop, the board sees additional chef rotation as necessary for boosting the club's finances. During the 2017 AGM, the board announced its intention to undertake a rights issue to raise funds. The exercise has been frustrated by various unfortunate developments in the football sector that have led to the disruption of our league at various times. We shall soon come up with a roadmap for the exercise and therefore urge you to prepare to patronize the issue. The proceeds from the share issue will be used to fund, among others, loan repayments and new investments in infrastructure. You would have noticed that the club is heavily in debt, but our strategy is to ensure that the rights issue, we have a very clean balance sheet. The club will be virtually debt-free after the rights issue.
Yanti.
Yeah, time now. Omo yes.
Sami fe solo be otiwi ase chen. No me chire baby on.
So, and see, that was what happened over there. Now, I don't know esi ya na very interesting. When unse omo you know agenda no, one of them was board is it relation or something about.
So there's so much differ.
Yes. Eti I'll do it harm and to be estre almost say on no nyanya no come power not to continue until because no washabo say there will be another AGM in February. Yes. Emma eti one about two guys echo kasa say only problem with tell you from now to February, but the problem is about trust because they fear say omuti tu ma be a February no yanko AGM and say they have continued at time of yes, eti they fear say e bia ye gitum say mon to so a na AGM na mbasa na say afi omo to so a till any time that there will be another AGM.
Okay.
Eti to be say the osrom send waka no AGM will be in February.
Okay.
Eti nka because of say they want in November as AGM birthday no omo de po be my any bibia no mo wie no mo dey celebrate and because of board members we and a share
Alaji
Akamemu and yes I know no they should be there and be honored so and be honored as a very good work job done by those board members say bia afi ye kwako bia no na sa board members no as board members no on penisa so osre omo there was back and forth but the amount we do mu because every moment last time later on about moving emotion no because now if you now so bia entiase say they don't trust
board for no trust
as omo njo mundi say there will be another AGM in February until no person ko na nke ye to aba na yi board new board members no na but back and forth omo move emotion is say they are only accepting on his trust say
February
AGM baba so but then no also over present the board members no office say on person on course no on contest no on beton so aba no ma you o na bibia
Alaji be contest bi wana
and February there
Alaji be campaign mala you also pobi
yes
no nothing nyuma dey clear obi also ya machi ko pobi mai o nyuma say
we na ba so
omo yi no kra e be me na djuma fofra
now who say on the issue about our partnership no
Cincinnati
Cincinnati often now what can say the
Cincinnati
or Odika approach omo but they demanded for money one of them is Arsenal okoshi Arsenal land or Emirates onomu din koma Arsenal show when ka club kutu yen ka yeba sanka momwaye and Arsenal so ombeje has for sika and
I want to ride on their back for propriety for
Arsenal ground the has if for no back ayi papa ndi sen papa bi na no ne asembenga ne nam no o kai no
we Arsenal ni pa me kai
hearts ayi for ne bi debi sa man bi radio zo ya kai
stock for ni bi no
afri mo on the whatever has vice we be another on the Arsenal the one and not Nana has Arsenal better than mom
say no come partnership with Arsenal like this Cincinnati Hoffenheim partnership you need to present a proposal to Arsenal
Arsenal say
onomu share ye wo Emirates o say Emirates onomu share ye
so offices no
omu din koma enti afi na ye say Arsenal for us in TBB.
There be one casa.
Oh.
Has in TBB saying.
Oh, what's I friends I
Now clubs no was
demanded yes for
As I demanded what?
some payments to them.
Because still so be partner you why you won't go form about Oyerepa be see a farm program we you be see any way you be say today's where they quiet there so see no be kasem because the production of the program is money.
Yes.
Omo so kasa no they take money. Enti wakato so obi afewe we no abekasa asa so meje aska.
Oh, let me say.
Na has kasa no metim dia ma asa.
Me must story.
Me na omo Arsenal nko. Obo Arsenal, obo Liverpool, obo Real Madrid. Enti
Team the Real Madrid na asa.
Me ka obo Arsenal. Enti me ba fe.
Se ke omo ma di tom bi osi na abu dia ka wa Arsenal fe.
So,
Bo Liverpool.
Obo Liverpool say Liverpool so no mu share London. Omo office na London no. Omo discuss you Liverpool so demand money. Okay. Ana otwe no.
And it's an
Okoshia Real Madrid.
Real Madrid so sa.
Real Madrid so money. Oshia
Barcelona. We now
wo mu nyina na omo ebeska. But na dey na omo ready say omo matum without any financial obligation ni was Hoffenheim and Cincinnati.
No only has in Arsenal ka mutu
omo omo koshia ya omo agya to minti no.
Steve Maunyaga.
Steve
Maunyaga. On venga ne go breakfast ne. Nipa no ka nipa kan asem wo bed said there we say who za be side.
That would be cause we won't me you know.
Bianca so
eti dentia omo Jesus na de ne because omo no na there was no any financial bia nti na
okay baby obobo clubs ni din ni example about coaching and science. Some of my na face that you na coaching and science. But
so eti la sign it here omonika enti no so there was interesting about the bakwa to go a promising say he wants Hearts of Oak to be commercially viable.
Okay, but you finally when that voice no.
The cooperation between the three clubs covers 4 areas. But let me say it doesn't impose any obligation on a Hearts of Oak, financial obligation on Hearts of Oak. Before we finally settled on this alliance, we had approached many football clubs. I had meetings with Liverpool in London, had meetings with Arsenal in London. I mean, I didn't go to Liverpool in Liverpool, but I went to the office in London and had meetings with Arsenal at the Emirates. We have been in touch with the likes of Real Madrid. We're really striking really high, you know, and Barcelona and etc. But the problem we had with some of these clubs, what they wanted was not the kind of partnership we are talking about. Arsenal, for instance, required you to pay some money. Liverpool also required payment of some money. Even small clubs, much smaller clubs, also required some money. But this one is really a partnership that sees us cooperating in 4 different areas. One is talent development. Well, talent development means that we all cooperate in terms of experiences in developing young talent. For example, some of the young talent in our academy would have the opportunity to go to Cincinnati to school at the same time play football.
Okay.
It was very big yeah. Until you hear him say 160 million no rights issue no be has supporters, those interested who are interested in bia buka koto. But there I'm saying they can was here about the rights issue and they say omaja to me say non shareholders can also buy. Non-shareholders can also buy from the 160 million they want to raise. No, but no, you apply. You only get if the shareholders are then they open it to non-shareholders on better. Now I'm so too. I don't know. Based on come what kind of say he will convert all into shares. No, so too. I say maybe I can connect there. Yeah, kwan say at least. Already is the majority shareholder of the club as at kakana omo bi no, but based on the sikana oba transfer because as he said 160 million of some raise and to see as at 2022 no the debt 84 na kan yeah as at 84 million as at 2022 the debt 84 million has want to raise 160 million. In 2023, they didn't and by the time they open the shares, no, you should not debt in 100 and something, no, which means on Unisican debt in Kwan can be a bit matic will be.
Because come the Ama has because on this gas idea.
And so on Musikana, Abu has can't buy about 90 or 90% of 160 now on person more so which means that it's a team no there. So we have a bit full control and according to
okay, so we look at whether it's positive or negative. But Captain Brian, you dear no name come out wedding there. Yes, yeah, I
think no make us say the House of Folk numerous supporters. They have to be thankful to Togbe. Say oh now what Jinamu Adama has Abidu Sampion Pensua a woman.
I am positive on.
To me, yes, I see it as a positive for action. Because other than that, Senanka will be massa and can the House of Folk team no. They'll be anke wo.
I didn't enjoy.
So where loans are no more J from the GT hoy.
Now one a G loan no.
I know I House of Folk na G.
No, but under
the board.
No, but under the decision to go for loans for GT now was the same.
Of course, but when you want to do projects.
Go loan there. Near the Biana says you want to do projects too.
Of course, but then House of Folk, a big team in Ghana here, and you want to emulate what the big teams are doing. You would definitely go for such things. And the money was not coming from the House of Folk for now almost office.
But was but not me point be say tie. O hwe ohun ne se de o sitie bia nga so go si dan.
Yeah.
Wa hwe ohun. They say me pedem to be die abom leak. Na makwa ba se de me ko be yi. So the decision say o pese wo ye projects no. Eno na akofa we nyina ba yi.
Good.
Ti bia ko mo nko ye project bia. Commit no baby.
Now has not from the a big club abe
and also Tina Yetiana has a big club no go to a big club no then you any more na me more
but if you are talking about Kotoko, you are talking about Haas, they compare them to the big teams in Europe, what they are doing on versus Abrabomina Omobo. I don't think I said
a project why they are guys good now a big club that change but when I good had all the things still near it to my
yes but near the house good has no Kotoko up to date. But they were as good almost no more backbone. They had a AGC or whatever. Yes, I never win now. House of Folk didn't have. Omuni Sadio. But maybe House of Folk is not like
still Kotoko and House were the biggest clubs. Even
of
without
course, they have been the biggest clubs here. They've been the biggest clubs. Say yes, I never we are the other things that you do. Maybe I go no more call to that aspect, you know. And maybe I'm here saying the Senate call the primary activity was mining and football. So one person with the team grandma in Babylon football. Now come to me up to that level, another level we are can him. And football is also and then football. The Arsenal, the Manchester United, the Real Madrid, who say a big business. A big business. So you know you need here. Sakwan na has was on fasono. Sakwan I want to believe Sokoto come person fasono. Team bia no want to do that. Na football na nyese ye di agro say the first no na ye no. But ye football say so do sike ko remu a. Unim say do sike ko re baby. In the 1 year 2 years time no. Some tests the ko remu a. I be managed to get maybe 3 series ana manya 5 series. You see the point. Sana mo person sana mo no mpeso mutu. Sana mo.
Sana tie.
Ana mpeso mutu. Omunya nu ho. Etino why as a person of course no bank a lot of cost. Ube jiji loan, ube jiji abesia say uni sikara wa de be wa de dia. Ube jiji abesia, ube a lot of things to make you go to that level. And
the buy ordinary life, sir. They ask you, is that the best way to go?
Is that the best way to go?
Say one. One say it's not like this year the club is making loans, no finance costs here. Bosiano mu brugu ho. Omu ye japade. But omu brugu sianu go.
But the good thing is that we indicate ko ambe faso asabe sianu mu brugu no. Ombetimi ati.
O indicate no.
And only say omu ko right offer na omu organization say if the shareholders no a bit more to more like omu ni bi our money shareholders and they able to apply.
Abuso eja pade na dey chelo. Ya dey come and grow for.
That be House of Folk no so that was an say yes afi na begu o.
Ambassador say be yan grofo bi dia.
Na ntinka e na House begu say begu. Na say e be kwa grofo bi dia na already because support be no am sure say support or don't support of House of Folk I won the shares. But say at the end of the year has be kwa accounts. Ni aka say has for so nya na ti akaka ma support be no. Except who you shareholder.
Yeah, the fear name man grofo ni ahan bi.
That is a reality.
You be pay jam na
Arsenal ya will pay. Arsenal ya will support you. Start here na nyɛ Stanton Kedia.
Arsenal
na nyɛ Stanton Kedia.
Na man.
Na shareholder see be and then Stanton Ke and your fans say Arsenal the majority shareholder.
Manchester here.
On the taking order. Na nyɛ Glazers dia. What I say? And nam sa na koye ye.
And
the car was like that. The son has to here.
On the issue now, raise somebody there's an input here. Say Togo said they will convert it to right to issue. So in simple terms, the right to issue shares is an offering of rights given to a company's existing shareholders, allowing them to purchase additional shares directly from the company at a discounted price rather than buying them through the secondary market. Because it will be at a discounted price. That's why it's being offered to the existing shareholders first. Right? So they will not go to the open market and say, I had the ano. Ya tete so. Yen tobi. And sana sanye ni ebeko abontia ya beko. So it comes back to the issue of omo omuwo no. Womu na eba abeto shares no.
That's it.
Na omahwe so meeting the attacker no so and meeting etuaka na. So it goes back to the issue of then womu kese na asaye omo kan. So omo say no omo convert omo kana, they get a larger chunk of
that. Something ama ye na aka say house in the name so too. Ye pe yompe house of folk no dey. Ababa ye to gbedia. And dey wo pe yompe. O person dey obi a person e ka be no support e because Farouk e go busa say yes house of folk owner. Now who is the owner of the house of folk? And I told you say you honest, right? So the shareholder how can honest now? But decision taking no, the majority shareholder and they be taking. And as Saturday SEO house of folk is different from the SEO any other big clubs in Europe. They of course house of folk no. And now I was advising them say me free say they will do the public good. Say if Omo out ebe church mu ye house of folk support that ten year months here. Because as a name be a ekoswa e bin si ba bia the house nkwa na esi. But that is not the case. What I say that's not the case. So I think it's a good thing. Yes, more or less to ho. Na say to take the majority shareholding of house of folk no based on namia actually odi amano a sika won nsam odi enema toto ho. Edu onye boni bia on committee any blunder on any mistake bia but he saved the club. Was same house of folk club no. What I say? So going forward and then right offer I can want say say we house of folk supporter and I say you are so interested say person house of folk no also we shareholder now also kasa uka ba mu bia so to be
there be say I entone sir.
Also, so alongside
it's for existing shareholders.
No.
Now it's about as well got
shareholders. They confirm say what they will do is that they will open it for shareholders and non-shareholders. But you apply, non-shareholders will apply, not pending. If the shareholders and then they will give it to the non-shareholders.
No, that make us now support as well got shares and wait me agasa. Football there in this how
no so or the support that say be a ubet makasa say o kasa say
but
ya kasa ni kasa o
say company be have to share that's ya obi odi ni sika be bia no
ambaso
necessary we supporter me ti hey
no how to folk
me ba the me ti hey say nyame ya do no ato me nsem na metena se ne bia has of to shares na metena se na me yem assessment na me because your investment to ma. Yes, I don't need to think about say me house of folk support.
A business. A business.
You're only bringing additional information.
No, that's
the truth. It's bringing additional information. I'm not disputing that, But I am talking about House of Folk supporters. My mindset was on House of Folk supporters. Those who think they are vociferous, they want to speak, they want to say this, say.
And I mean, man say, and conform me the placards in Am Stadium. How many shares?
Oh, no supporter can.
Other supporters have as a TA, assuming say Oyerepa FM a T4. Yeah, any man or mumpa. How many shares? Oh,
that's true.
But they can raise it. So supporter, you don't need shares to voice out. That's the point I was saying.
I am only advising them.
But they don't need to. They don't need to also before on this fair. But because you know on Tiago Beka.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Some of the Ghana, yeah, Manchester near Zakito but he talked about Manchester United. So
come on, go to Placa Gina Stadium hall. Only shares.
So it's good, but then, and the most important aspect is that. Many are just say age on the bar, so but not look like so from a distance. No picture be a painted picture be a sip say this will be a consonant to me age to me muscle. To go my name been to me much age. You see the point now who that picture and I say yeah about a baby could see mama. But so when they went there, all the approval that they were looking for, they had it.
Approval.
Yes, the shareholders approve a lot of them. No more pay. And I said almost all of them. And I said all of them. So far, Ebina approval and they say right off a year by because another time
was it about approval?
Yes, they need to say approval. Finances the scanner you don't buy no. Sky can want to my what much loan my say no. Na yes stakeholders no approve. Say I don't buy you too.
Now move forward. And the music ka be den because I go je we unu do be den.
E say na bia na more I don't for be am by the data cannot.
I dey why ready approve the demand dey afi ne e ko you.
Say e bia na objection on. Sometimes e bia yeah, you because yes, another objection. Except the whole can yes, and that's a control to the whole.
No, we bet magazine on you loan into.
Of course, I know something contrary.
What I understand, Kaka say, and then my person, and you put the proposal before them. No, Makas okay, koye. But in this case, yeah, in few numunsiada. Yes, so don't need to approve of my money. Oh my area, but
I don't think as company.
Maybe at Twaba. Put money and tears your conference.
I just could know. Number on my account over the period. And the account, but I bet you much. Say, right? I don't know. But for those who think that an MI course, put my scrapper too much sanity for one area they had other information they don't have.
Or you can't do that.
Right? They went there and so it was approved to them. And it looks like say an air course whether you like it or not. So that is House of Folk for you. And I don't know the day While indicate a quite number first one or more ekaya at the way. From a layman's point of view, it looks so big.
Go share the omni
right? And I come ready.
Who don't tell me
not Simbiaka. I'm going to oh, but to me, some way for our areas the challenge. I don't encourage them that challenge. There were areas the challenge. For example, so you move.
If they have sought a prior approval, Obu Akobeka say Bosiano Dawson.
So they can say that.
What's Jerry?
No, you're not talking about Jerry. Not only
what is going
on. So ABI can advise. So
so you agree say we the we intinya say
no we all know somebody on the coin
well unte tiu okọ AGM na no ye call back bi o ahafo bangbade okwa say na pese ko no ama directors no kwan say na mu nkonko iwe bosia nyina you put it before them say project is here ni so yi ye pese ye kodi sika wa ha interest rate ye say ye kodi discuss ye no no dabi bosia we dey ntimi ntua.
For example,
but in this case, dear, woman we and Germany and go boy.
But I was say, for example, man who a single house of folks shareholder or could raise say for so and so years, Yanko AGM, and for that decision we are taking on. We the stakeholders are not aware, and I'm not taking, and for that we disagree with you. As you whole, not as you whole. Because whatever happened there, no, for all those years, our Monko AGM, no, they explained, they accepted it, and I'm move on. So that make us say every decision I will take here. That's a take here, no. The board of House of Folk is aware of that, and they approved for that, and the board was supposed to be the representative of the House of Folk supporters.
But that's you, baby.
Dodo, say ejebu afide ejenya bedu na mempa ebo say club ni hyehyɛ ya omaye no afibia no AGM ne betimi abaso na ekwan a yesa House of Folk club ni tumpon no omahwa ma club ni tumpon bema boda onim ya drew pointer ehuye baby oh yes you do point aye hu on say meme de you to enenye club ya flow to shares and so be establish a company you to we bie wa fanipa he's expecting the company to generate but not the other way say company no da bia company ni to na ni ready scale be shem na ni ready scale be shem na just company yen running ni enkoyi say what the mention say it yen fan say ye to repair FM hey na bosume beso na Mr. Adima Temska no dia beshim bosume foforo so anu Temska no dia beshim bosume foforo so anu aba sometime a bosume emo ye den dia amamenti ko hu Mr. Bequin ewo bosum churu aban na Mr. Bequin pelo maye okwa Mr. Bequin so menya loan ni bia mamo na me di interest atoso company bia wasa asisu a
menya bia mamo na e kakra meto shares on dwuma mu
e bia awon in existence for e bia one year bia is acceptable. But a club that has been there over 100 years shouldn't be run this way. Said the Biani Akojibosian near the Abishim, the Biani Akojibosian near the Abishim, the Biani Ajibosan, the Abishas, near Ajibosan, the Abishasim, and your papa. It's no good. And Nuntina, Mizoto, after here, I'm expecting the club to put proper structures in place. Nasiasi can't be about supporters. Supporters are the tool of the club. Whether so ye shareholder, so when ye shareholder. So them so to the pardon the theatre or pay. We cannot take decisions without ye consider your listeners. But they don't contribute financially to the station. But your listeners need your do sponsorship. So company biba so be sponsor Oyerepa. Ebi our fair doom. Anti adwa eti edum or the machine at Oyerepa. Bra Kofi of force line. Or the machine at Oyerepa. On the name of what is amount 40 was say station amount 40 and I'm Maame from Adi Uncle.
Their role.
Yes. It's Bra Kofi and Tiadua Motor Central Market in the force line. Loto. Almost first come rail station no directly. But a genomusunti no biba sponsor station no. It is supporters not necessary almost first come go ship. Recently, Loto Manchester United supporters started no more year club no more year owners no. It started affecting their shareholdership. So what you need to friend say like to madam for no. You go share Manchester supporters no.
Motor.
Yes.
Motor, the motor.
The engage supporters no. And all church the direction of the Glazer family how they want to run Manchester United. Ne kwama fa so team. Recently, Tottenham Hotspur 4-ton Hurricane. And Tottenham supporters need be bufu ye. The omoye say share the recognized supporters group of Tottenham. Son Yumi Kobe, Postecoglou Kobe, and Daniel Levy. And no more church and no match supporters no. Fine Hurricane ya turn by club ni say ne pese ye no. So what the mention as you. Eti supporters there, Mizoto, when you are running a company, a company obi babe to bibia no obi di na de behema. You cannot do it without the panel mudi actually no. Eti na hawa Mizoto ebi aya na manfo kase e na supporters ne board ko supporters ni Togo ko. Togo cannot run House of Folk without the supporters. At a point Mizoto he needs to come down and speak to the supporters.
Okay, so what about the Zibo Minchawano because supporter be that is say and Togwe showed a lot of respect to the supporters. And let me just read this quick one. Or say, Opedi Togwe because Nekasemono. I say respectfully. Okay, I was impressed by Togwe's submission. He showed the supporters respect. During his submission, he uses this phrase for the supporters. Respectfully, the fans should put everything aside and support the team.
Yes.
Also, no, no.
Until now, say, me concerns ni be amarazi. About the commenter sometimes. Obiti say Odote Elijah can be when they have opportunity to speak to supporters. Say be our supporters platform. Now, catch them say, "Your Tom supporters in the crowd now. Yentimi fentu ya Tobeka."
No, you just cannot so.
No, but a better not to go attend a without supporters. And better not to go attend a car. Now they are sitting without supporters. No, he's running a football club or running a company in the Padum Diachri. Say at TM, yes, say, your toy, the palm machines, cranny a year, more listeners now, Muti and Ocano, a Muntimato.
It's your Tom, it's
a Tom creative and a Tom machine. How? It's I feel say after Enra the course in getting the club on track, club in the Babesi Kwan so say yet Temamoto you can say to Temamoto way there to it's my menu so a Achimota to a Ofanko N1 said on my knee or mobile basis. The board, led by Ohene Togwe, will need the supporters. Board, led by Togwe, will need the supporters. And at the message say,
but Togwe has never sort of gone against the supporters. Tama, Neil Armstrong, supporters leader, he appointed him. Jaben Jibenino, supporters leader, he appointed him. Aziz Hernafuta, Onini Juma. He has ever was a board member until he resigned. He has worked with supporters leadership all along. All along. And you cannot dispute it. And to me, who were Togwe says he doesn't need the supporters.
Harewa. And you pay our bomudin, you know, Yabako. Obiano Yemino. T. Neil Armstrong, year one. Neil Armstrong might lead the supporters. But, and then Neil Armstrong got some of the Kebiana supporters in Yabiti.
But then no, because that is why organized leadership are there. Organized groups are there.
Utie me build up to myself na mekana. My emphasis on a lot of things. Say even board members need be comments to supporters. Say utie myself na mekana. You started one. Say we a board member. Tie.
But you be can
Say who tie myself now? Tie from baby am share. Don't come and pick a do. Oh, I don't have any problem. Men you be my building a point there free baby na me do. What I'm trying to say is say
okay, so make media. The point is not about the general supporters is different from individuals who could be favorites of yours. I'm saying what I say. You could appoint supporters leaders. So I can be towards a supporter.
Yes, yes.
But how you deal with the general support. I think that's what.
And he will need these people to coordinate it.
You don't need them.
Togwe cannot personally go to every supporter and say, some of them.
That is a critic of Togwe. But I say he's impressed now. Or say Enra Nekasa Munina. The way he addressed them.
It has always been so.
No, that's not how they say it.
Forestry, make sure you not to support this issue.
Time at here. It's bad for time at here. Your fan clubs.
Yeah, pa. Nano Gracia.
Original mass station.
Gracia, Nano.
But it's middle point B. You do your survey beyond the fan clubs.
Yeah, it's true.
So what did the mention?
Some no leaders.
Also, it's a group. Fine. ABR, the Omoye group are being recognized by the club. But sometimes they are so to from beyond the group. Etin America say getting sponsors on board next annual money in House of Folk will need the supporters. Because Mr. Tiana America say, and you're right. Said there be a House of Folk beko near Kwaji Bosia. And so we almost share with that year. It's like an ekotoko. Sikeni Nemfani Sikamea Kotoko. For how long? sikani na mfa ni sika for how long na teams akase na wa boche na misoto billionaires na wan wo ye team no wan na so mo do sika na ye team no even when they invest omonim say mo put proper plans in place to recoup their money so what them mention say but when you look at how the folks is here Zoto in the last 10 years under the leadership of Togo Zoto has Bosia e dia hye team ni mu e chen sika has akope a enye Bosia it tells you say it's not war it me there Zoto structures is very very important on structures and took place corporate structures professional
what is it now no explaining corporate structure
share yeah football na no Ghana ha no say me last time na me catch offer say yeah the ball need dey go and share how you run your football clubs now I say ye nya ni bi ye na yi anye ya yemfa ho share appointments aye go to certain clubs they don't even have marketing officers to move around to even get sponsors for the club but you say sikeni na team ye ne dia it's there be sikeni ni fa na team sikanship e be do point bi no so say oni ho anase ni sikasem kofo ma club ni begu
ne ba beto aso
maybe typical example here ebia he might even lose interest or mamenye ne sa Shelibed professionals and you say that down soon why a lot of investment in Libyan professionals but who say scan ma oje akire die Pando Heart of Lions but for wa woni perfect on here e do stage be afa na Pando Heart of Lions na jegu so tell me say it me media ne say when you are running such companies to put proper people in place let them generate money for the club and yet there be now do sikebe na SAS ni obi ma how will Lazo folks survive say SAS ni obi ma has be there survival say the one when here can because omunya bibi fufuro
but what you
and I say therefore the last time they went to AGM or see he will put measures in place say the be SAS more has bosia 5 or 6 years back and never say SAS more has bosia it until so be and the one here better
the guys go first kaway
o say
go first kaway
anything that so put proper structures in place
structures near there structures near there because
has of folks
today Ghana has more proper structures than has of folks no team
structures in there
no team they have a board they have a corporate department
what has been their input into
the you see you are not talking about the input of the structures you are talking about structures
but for your first maybe that also now for results
so you another thing
it's not right
another thing so you are talking
about for say ba for be adwuma we man na adwuma no ntimi nya
no so you are say enya na wo ka wo you are talking about structures as for the structures is there bia the problem is structures na wo fairly but then you talk about that one but the structures is there
the structures are not there the structures are not there
House of Folk
yes
wow
the structures are not there give me the management structure of House of Folk here
but no management structure or
catch them
there's a whole secretariat
tell me the management structure of House of
Folk now we need cry anka Ghana Premier League omuntu register mpo the Premier League requirement you surprising the Premier League requirement Ghana Premier League your board management
Ghana ya buo na ya bo no obetimi be football mu ne na club bi akọ backdating na yi ne e na hyem so club no 2 years ago ye bo bi ne o Ghana dey say na tia ke kana
and dey okay dey just
okay
ba say Ghana ha onye ye register Ghana bo we Ghana ye
na go Mr. ma you are mama
science swap be ne swap
mama mam said edu mrana ye ni nkomo no ejina obia ne the way you understand it me da me tinye me biase papa but be actually I may have to understand say see it to why nyina ye bobra kakra kakra which man say how we go see hotel bi because so na na bia wasase enti bobo sia na da chin unya sika what the hotel is gonna kotete bosian when there is something going interest rate in Ghana wasoro but said okay no say obi ango challenge hwe nti no ano no odu ba bi kra betimi ama asase na ko
asna
company bi adeka but unim dia masna kan very simple the money Arsenal makes at the end of the year.
Okay, so
me challenge them a worry kakran say. Bosia de oba in Azerika. We all owe banks and other places. But what's up Bosome so? Me timi generate sika kram de timi kan so. But in this house of all case no. Sikana di tua kan. Any ho the crab is not generating na binti. It looks something but said
it will get to a point.
Is that time my Joseph?
Na boko there. Okay, bibi e koso. E chana mu na aduana no.
Papa.
Yes, they mu the win buy enti.
Oh.
Amavim wo.
Nyame yaduma se na egusa kan no. Oh, na kotoko de bibia ni wonu a enye din mayen. Yani Ashton ladies kura ba yenim say din mayen because nyen ladies nkunu na omobo.
Na wo de na hu ya say de.
That's right.
We are no why say de onim bibi wu ni wu. When you answer papa. Obani mi tio.
Dia me kan no nyame ayadum a se na medical kan o china no nsia pepepe na ye bona fishes ne ba person na ka kotoko ye bebon kwasi ada no mensa.
Na da no msesa ni.
Enu na ye ntimi hunu bet nyina asusu no mfi se ye nhihye ya eda ho bibia ntiase na ye adwuma ema teams ni nyina sena ebi bono ebi bo ansa na ye yabo na ade na hayen sisi so yeso e bobo ansa na ebi numa bo ntini nyina ye hihye once ye nya age ato hu sese ye se agro no ye wo mu ni de beba bia no te se soja oti why process kokoko
that's right. No ready
na ni gisema wo mu ni se na no performance a players no put in place e wo enkran joada no
de be pon go no buy no
say you go there.
Oh, me busa no na wo.
I don't make a joara. Ne yam pone. Na 8 minutes.
Manga me say na yeah.
Me chema matie for na tie. Enyewa. Na 8 minutes so e bae no. E ba di ma teams ni mienu nko.
Okay.
Nti like na ne wo mu no.
Ba no mo be pon.
Na wo de yi na o mo be pon firi ho me ehwe. Na mo ma
no mo gusu bo.
Ni good. Ni gusu bo. I go no se ba et se electricity. They say we jina no bi wa America kra we send here within a second na power na draw. Sa na go e ba it. Enu nti no ye be say before say be ko no na supporters ni mpanyimfo no bi ni akasa pa ma utim ho say se ni mpanyimfo kasa se da ho paya na tefre nya ba bi wura no ye no kre. Nkabo mu de hia papa. Enu nti ni nkabo mu yi adwuma. O say da bia me kasa a family without understanding is a revolution. So ho na nkabo mu yi adwuma nti no enkunimdie e de man e bai. Enu an ye to aso. Enu nti no every sabre ya me ne atiefo kasa yi. Omo nhyase no omo dale star 7111 ebe boa isa say fiada na
star 711 star
no
star 711
hash we send we a nia ebeba bia opese we choose no say center line bebia wa ho odin betimi no
popular stand here 10
yes 10 and
center line here 20 VIP wings here 30 VIP main here 50
sana tie pepe
okay
enti dia wo fi say obetima choose no wa choose no ade aba mo omo man enduru ho no because enduru ho no ma ye gana say yes na jam kakra enti na amanfo abochinku abontin enti omo hwe no omo nye na dia wo mu ni say enano ni me bo match ni wie na win no buy no ye nyina ye de ni senti ne bra IMC chairman na pinkra kwese wu a o court dressing wo Fred da so beni
one na ye omo say na pinka nya chairman no wan obi di atinwa na de on say me kan na de mzedu a confirm so na chairman
na pinka na chairman
me kan omo nze
oh
ana wana de mama
me see why chairman me call you chairman
only chairman
atinye ni wukura
David enti o ru addressing won say pa of MC for no bi na o say any won ko kasa du ha na o ma bi mu di ka kasa e ansa no no be kasa no say adia players no wa ya ma supporters ni ewiase man na no nanka we bonus no 70 series 700 na so no wa increase na mana 1000
match na da bia
match na pachatif wonti na make no na mpanyifo de wode tato no say amfro na chene nto aso so very good and I bet my 3000 krana ni nyina ni
na home no so yase
na home susu na kai 500 na so no
na bet my bibia
oh bibia bet masi so ho enti se nyame yado na se otimo amutimi ya won ka say obetum at once ne mum be gina modi mona omobon so ma supporters en enti wo wi ase apen no Fred Chama Dr. Christopher Demanya and was say Chris una ada supporters na no wo wasem bi beka obi na no an was nana ne me kan say anije na say o mama me ne me supporters en nyina ye ni age na Christopher so de wa wonim say ohuna police for no otu milika dada
den
ohuna police for no otu milika dada
na police for jino be dwan
da bi yes ohuna police ni no dwane odine sabwa na taswa 5000
oyinwa
physical cash my do man pontin was ball body no an at once into block for say at once the ball into at once the ball where no 5000 no odi ma team ni say omonye na omfa enhwenia omo pebia omo ni je download mo
na kwa me anyi kakra na kwa me
o se wa anyi kakra
wa anyi kakra
oh say
bi 1000 bi
oh
yeah 200
I got 1000 bi boaze
na kwa
o tozu
we 100 krana
na de ni wo be tuma to
we 100 krana we sasa nketwa na ba no nso mu akese ne ba nyina ni senti no ani je by Emma bibia ekọ so enti de nananom esre ne say supporters nyame admo a okina no nsia obia momodin na yemfa ya hoodin ne bibia memeta na chi because say ope 77 kwam papa adia akohoma wunsuro yi
okay
enu nti momodin mra no meyi kakra mai na mpanifo no emfa nso so na wale team no nti we dey SS supporters ebia na ya de bebe high last year ye share mo kuma say yentimi wuni kuma say abio
okay
enu nti no momodin man paibo no enye man na yentimi konkoshi
me da say mami bi afro sprinter bus every esikasu oboase a wode 11th October da benra na anrechi enra ena obesi wo Konfano Teaching Hospital bawuja bag bia ne niema ene ne man ne nananom niema wom was driver no ana obi a wo hu sa niema we nyina se ne last ano no monye na momfamra ne nananom no no niema ne ma wasu hu afre 0556 856 105 0556 856 105 0556 856 105 na fabro Oyerepa FM ha won hu sa ne man nyina was sprinter efefre sikasu ade ba oboase ye de sia